video was low. The sound was low, so I just kind of wanted to do a redo. But anyway, this is really to address what one of our members, Madeline, put in a group under the video that I created yesterday when I asked you 2 questions. And one of the questions was about what is your purpose and passion, what it is that you want to do right now, and also what is your greatest challenge of achieving that goal. Like, what is stopping you? What is the barrier for you not moving forward with doing the things that you really want to do, and start with one thing at a time. It's not good to get overwhelmed, because sometimes you have a lot of things that we want to do. But so really breaking things down in a multi-dimensional system is the best, because you can address one thing at a time. So Madeline put up, she want to help people heal, but she first needs healing herself. And so what I was asking in the previous broadcast was, first of all, what is it that you want to help people heal from? Because maybe it's another area that you can help them. And the reason why I'm posing this question, Madeline, is because I know you, and I know that you have done a lot of things in your life to help other people. A lot of ways you have shared things. I was at an event where Madeline facilitated a group of women and talked about a lot of things when it comes to healing and transforming their lives. And it was so wonderful and successful. It was a couple of years ago, and those people were so moved in the group. Everybody wanted to connect with Madeline after the group. It was awesome. And at that point, you have overcome a lot of things during that time. And so I don't know what currently you need actually healing from exactly. So that's why I'm asking you to get clarity of what it is that you need healing from and you're dealing with that's stopping you or making you think that you can't help other people heal, because it may be in one area. And as I mentioned previously, don't disqualify yourself or feel like you're disqualified of helping people if you're battling with something right now. Because that's like anybody. I mentioned earlier a good example of a doctor who's practicing medicine and he's healthy for a moment, he or she, but they find themselves, dealing with something or being sick in a particular area. It doesn't disqualify them as a doctor, as a practitioner. It doesn't mean they should just close their practice and say, I'm sick now, can't help people. They can still help people with information. And that's what I want to bring up, because you may be limited in certain areas, but there's so many different ways to share information and wisdom, tools, strategies that you can give people, even for somebody who's physically ill. Maybe you're able, you can't get to a place physically, but maybe you can start something like a blog. Maybe you can, start a blog or write a book, create a course. With digital technology, there's so many things that you can do. It's not like back in the days where I was sharing this with a coworker of mine earlier, because we talked about our books, what it felt like to finally get a book out of us, wanting to write for so long. And with the advancement of technology, we don't need to wait for a publisher to pick up our book, because that, first of all, is difficult, because if you're not known or to have someone who's popular to give a good forward on your book, it makes it more difficult for you to get your book out there. There's so many other things you have to do that. And of course, publishing companies, because they do a lot of the work for you, is so much money that they need. They have to have from you, because they do everything to put your book together. Today, you can write your own book. You can do editing. You can hire somebody to do editing virtually. Somebody who don't even live in the same state, and they may specialize in editing, and they can edit your book for you. So there's so many different things, tools that you can utilize to help people. You can, with the phone, with cell phones, people are doing one-on-one consultations, counseling and coaching using the phone, using social media, using things like Periscope, which is a great medium where you can have private sessions with a one-on-one with clients and people that you're working with. So it's endless. The possibilities are endless out there. So I want you to think about the different ways. So that'll be an assignment for you, Madeline. Research the different ways you can help people. First, find out what area you want to help people heal in. And if it's an area that you think of, first of all, let me go back. Think of things that you have healed, areas that you have healed from, and areas that you have overcome in your life. And then move to how you can help other people do that. So that'll give you a foundation of, I can't talk today, because I've overcome this area or I've been healed in this area, I want to help other people heal in this area. Find out if it's a man or a woman or both. And it's good if you can target to one person, but sometime, like me, I do mental health counseling. That's not limited to one gender. I help men and women. So some areas you can help both, okay, because both need the help. But if you want to do that, help people heal in a certain area, list that area down, and then you can think of the ways how you were able to be healed in that area. What are the strategies you incorporated yourself that helped you get to your healing? What did it take for you to be healed and feeling whole? If it's an emotional and psychological healing. I'm not sure if you're talking about physically, but I think you're talking about more of a spiritual, emotional, psychological, mental healing. Not the kind that needs medicine, not a psychiatric diagnosis. I just want to be clear for those out there. But those that you can help heal in a certain area. Get all that down. Do some research to find out the different ways you can help those people heal. Like I mentioned, you may need a computer, some technical, but you have your phone. And the phones that we have today are like little computers. So like I said, you can have sessions with people, you can do groups, you can do conferences online. Like I'm doing my summit coming up, from the page to the stage. That's done online for free, using a free tool like Zoom, doing interviews with people, having other people share their experiences. So that's a great example as well. So write all those tools down, and then, that's why it's good to work with a coach, because I was going to say, and then you can work with somebody to kind of help you with these tools just to get started, to get comfortable with it. I helped a young lady last year. She never went live before. She was scared for life. But I encouraged her. I supported her. I worked with her, and I got her to do her own live event on Periscope. And I said, you know what? You don't have to go live and share it publicly right now. You can do one-on-one with me, or I'll just tune in if you do decide to go live publicly, and I'll be right there supporting you all the way. And you can address it as you're speaking to me, but it was so awesome. So she decided to share her public Periscope. She went live and she discussed the topic, and it was helping those who because she's a occupational therapist. And so in her career, she helped children and families who deal with that, who deal with certain diagnoses as maybe, I think, autism, ADHD, and things like that, and how she wanted to help people learn how to cope as a parent, having a child that have those that diagnosis, the disorder, whatever. And so she wanted to present that live. She wanted to talk about her book that she published. And so I was in her scope with her, and I was encouraging her. I'm telling you, the people that came in, and she even had difficulties. She couldn't get her lighting right. It was dark, but she kept talking. I said, keep going. And she kept talking. She might be in this group, Kendra. And I hope she sees this broadcast. But oh my God, people were so moved. I said, Kendra, I told her when she finished her video to go back and look at the comments of the people that was so blessed by her going live, and other people who needed to hear the information. And she even cried while she was doing the scope, but she did it. Oh my God. And that was even great because it was transparency. People felt more connected with her and that they could identify with her because she was being transparent. It was her first time going live, and I believe she mentioned that while she was scoping, and people were pouring in. I mean, it moved me. I was like, oh my God, I want to cry right now. I was so proud of her. I was so happy that she did it, and she built up the confidence. Let me tell you, homegirl now, she is traveling, she's speaking live, doing live events, she's helping people. So awesome that we even did a live Blab. Blab is not up anymore, but it was another live platform where you can just be in the moment, real time. People can come in while you're speaking. Her and I collaborated together. We did a live broadcast on helping parents. Oh, it was just so wonderful. So that's a great example. Anyway, so I mean, don't let, things stop you from moving forward. When you have a group such as this, Single Women of Purpose group, where you can collaborate with other people, where somebody else may have the resources that you need, to get started. But the phone today is a wonderful tool because it serves multiple purposes. You can really utilize it. You can go live and get comfortable doing live broadcasts where you sharing information right from your phone, from your bedroom, in your PJs. I've seen people do it all the time, and they have hundreds and thousands of followers because you're sharing something that people need to hear. And so I'm going to stress again, it is important for you to show up because people can see you, connect with you. And I'm telling you, it gives you life, because when you feel that wonderful feeling of helping somebody, it gives you more ideas. Like, wow. So when you do even if you decide I'm going to do live broadcast, write down, have a notepad next to you. When you're doing the broadcast, you're going to get ideas. They're going to pour in, I'm telling you. And people will give you ideas because people will ask questions like I'm doing this particular broadcast. I want you in the comment section to write down again what you want, what your passion is, and what's stopping you from moving forward. What is your greatest challenge right now? What are your greatest challenges right now? So then I can come back to do something like this and address that and help you brainstorm strategies and ways that you can move forward. So that's what this group is all about. So anyway, Madeline, I hope that helped you some, give you something to think about. Start writing something. Dedicate a journal, a notebook, or something to your passion. So do that. That's another assignment. And so you can write down those things you want to do. Write down all the areas you feel you can help somebody in. And then we can take it from there. Okay? And then you can research how you can help them. Everything is online now. You can type something in the browser and something will pop up. Let me tell you, there are people teaching so many wonderful things on YouTube, doing exactly what it is you want to do. And you can, because that's how we learn from each other. You have your own uniqueness and the way you're going to help other people heal. But it's good to see how other people are doing it so you can find out and you can get some strategies. But you would tailor your approach to the way you do it and how you want to help the people you want to serve. So that's a good place to start. And I can help you with that. I'm a life purpose coach and I can help you with that. Okay. And help you even get certified if that's something you want to do, where you want to coach people, because in order to counsel, of course, when it comes to certain things, you have to either be licensed or certified in a certain area, but you can coach people and helping them towards healing. They have something now called emotional focused coaching. So the coaching field is growing. You have therapeutic coaching, where you tap a little bit into certain things, deep things that people are dealing with, just so you can know what's keeping them stuck. And it gives you a better sense of how I can help you, because you're focusing on, as a coach, how I can help you now move forward. But sometimes you just need to understand the underlying issue and say, okay, this is why it could be something simple as fear, not simple, but fear, and understanding where the fear comes from. That'll help you develop strategies to help that person overcome fear. But you're not going to get into the deep therapeutic part. Of that part, you would refer them to a licensed professional counselor, licensed therapist, social worker, somebody like me. I'm a certified qualified mental health professional because I am supervised through someone who is licensed. And so they supervise my work. I go in there like my consultant, and I have to meet with them once a month or every other week. So I'm under somebody else's licensure, but I am certified as a qualified mental health professional where I am. So I can do psychoeducation, therapeutic. I can provide therapeutic interventions and things like that. However, there's a lot of different ways you can help people now.